Good evening, students. I hope you all are fine and you are doing well exercise of your studies because coming days you'll be having examination, all your competitive examinations. So wish you all the best luck and do well. This time you all got a very good time for preparations and I hope you all will do well. Okay, so as per the request from many students regarding Doppler effect and collision, today I'll be presenting in front of you all Doppler effect and many cases regarding to Doppler effect. Though all the concepts of Doppler effect will not be possible to cover in one video, keeping in mind the concentration of all the students. So in next video I'll consider the concept of remaining 4 types of Doppler effect, and next to that video I'll be going to consider the collision concept. Here we are starting with the Doppler effect. Basically, before I should start with the Doppler effect, let me introduce some concepts regarding the Doppler effect. Basically, when we start learning Doppler effect, we need to understand why we are learning the Doppler effect. See, in present scenario, in various practical appliances, we have many things where we see that the two things are in one, two moving bodies are like in a contact with each other or relative to each other. In such circumstances, we have to take care of the basic terms like frequency, wavelength, and all these things. So Doppler effect was first introduced keeping this view in mind, that if two objects, like maybe out of the two, one is moving and one may be at rest. So keeping these things in view, Doppler had given some phenomena in his terminology, and that effect we call it as a Doppler effect. In this Doppler effect first introduced in the concept of sound. Later on, it was introduced in the concept of light also, which is commonly called by the redshift and blueshift, that we learn in the chapter called as theory, wave, that is light theory, it may be wave theory, and array optics. Here we are going to see the Doppler effect in case of sound waves. So basically we know that sound waves are nothing but it is the disturbances. Waves means nothing but it is the disturbances created in any medium. So for example, let us say if you have a water in a container, and if you displace, if you put any kind of disturbances in that container, then you might be observing that some disturbances is there in the medium, and that disturbances is nothing but that is the transfer of energy from one point to another in the forms of some physical looking, that is called as waves. So what is Doppler effect, guys? We will see. Waves are also of different kinds. We have mechanical waves, we have the non-mechanical waves, we have matter waves. That is different part, but here I am discussing Doppler effect. So let me clear with you Doppler effect. So what is Doppler effect? Like for example, before I have written some notes over here also, so you people can see these all words, and I hope that it may help you in some manner and you can note it down in your books. Let us see. What is this? For example, if you're standing on a railway platform and for taking a train, and train is approaching to you, and for some time it creates a whistle, then you might be observing that when it is coming very near to you, then you may hear the sound of the train is very high, pitch of the train whistle is very high, and when it goes away from your location you are standing, okay, so as it is going away from your place, you might be observing that the pitch of the train sound is going to decrease. So that is nothing but, meanwhile in that scenario there is a change in frequency. That change in frequency is nothing but the measurement of Doppler effect. So what is this Doppler effect? See here, for example, whenever there is a change relative motion between a source of sound and the observer, that is listener, the frequency of sound heard by the observer is different from the actual frequency of sound emitted by the source. That effect we call it as a Doppler effect. मतलब क्या हुआ कि आप अगर स्टेशन पे, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, खड़े हैं और आपके पास कोई साउंड आती है, उसमें आप मूवमेंट करते हैं तो आपको साउंड में चेंजेस दिखाई देता है, तो उस साउंड में जो चेंजेस हुआ, फ्रीक्वेंसी में जो चेंजेस हुआ, उसको मेजर करने के लिए जो हम इफ़ेक्ट देखते हैं उसी को हम डॉपलर इफ़ेक्ट कहते हैं। तो इसमें सबसे पहले एक टर्म आता है अपरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या है। तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, as the changes been observed in the frequency, that change in frequency is nothing but called as apparent frequency. The frequency observed by the observer is called apparent frequency. It may be less than or greater than actual frequency emitted by the sound source. मतलब जैसे ट्रेन आपके पास आ रहा है तो आपको साउंड ज़्यादा भी सुनाई देगा, एंड एज इट गोज़ अवे फ्रॉम यू इट मे लेस ऑल्सो. सो apparent frequency means it is the frequency which changed because of the position of the source. एक और चीज़ है, when we talk regarding frequency simultaneously we need to talk regarding wavelength also. तो आपको जैसे मालूम होगा, we all know that the frequency and wavelength both are inversely proportional to each other. So if frequency is high then wavelength definitely is going to less. But one thing is very sure that if a source is changing its position then only the wavelength will change. But if you are changing your position then wavelength will not change. Okay, so that you need to make, because in further cases we are going to see that. So let us say, so the first thing, apparent frequency. So I hope you understand the meaning of apparent frequency. The frequency observed by the observer is called apparent frequency. It may be less than or greater than the actual frequency emitted by the sound source. What is the general expression? हम इसे calculate कैसे करेंगे? How we will calculate this general? So we designed a general equation, and that equation will help us to find the apparent frequency. So general expression for apparent frequency. So let us say this point is my source and this is the direction of source, that is sound. ये source है, इसने sound इस तरफ में right hand side में emit किया. तो sound किस तरफ travel हुआ? Right side में with a velocity v. And vm बोले तो medium. मीडियम ये कुछ भी हो सकता है, ये में इट मे बी एयर, इट मे बी एनी मीडियम. ओके, सो बट जनरली व्हाट मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रैक्टिकल थिंग्स व्हेन वी डिस्कस्ड इन our standards, in that medium velocity we take it at 0, but then also we generally considered here, later on we can remove this. Okay, so this is observer and this is source. So sound velocity is going in this direction, that is source, and this is observer with a velocity vo, and this is observer. So let us say source and observer are moving in some direction, same direction. बोले तो ऑब्जर्वर इस तरह से जा रहा है, हमारा साउंड भी इस तरीके से जा रहा है, और सोर्स भी इधर जा रहा है. ठीक है, ऐसे समय में एंड स्पेसिफिकेशंस क्या क्या है? vo is velocity of observer, vs is velocity of, let us say here I'll write vs is velocity of source. Okay, and v is velocity of sound. Okay, so let us say source S or observer O are moving in same direction along a line with velocity VO and VS respectively, where V is velocity of sound, Vm is velocity of medium, N is original frequency. What is original frequency? The frequency of sound with which the source been emitted. So apparent frequency is observed by that is observed by observer is given by the formula n prime. This n prime in this whole video I'll be going to use for apparent frequency. N will be for original frequency, VO will be for observer, and VS will be for source. So what is the formula? V plus Vm. क्योंकि मीडियम का वेलोसिटी और साउंड का वेलोसिटी हमेशा एक दिशा में होता है, one direction. That's why it will be always positive. Minus VO because it is in the direction of sound. Okay, divided by v plus vm, that is in both the direction, in both the cases we have to take this plus only. Okay guys, always remember, always minus vs into n. So this is the general expression. General means हम कभी भी डॉपलर इफेक्ट की याद करेंगे, कोशिश करेंगे लगाने का कोई भी प्रॉब्लम में, तो ये फार्मूला आपको याद होना चाहिए. दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फार्मूला. ओके, ये आप याद रखें, और इस फार्मूले से आप हर किसी भी से प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं डॉपलर इफेक्ट से रिलेटेड. Now, meanwhile, there is some rules for sign convention of the observer this velocity. So please remember these sign convention and remember this formula. Okay, definitely it will help you, and I hope this after like completing this video, when you solve the problem by the help of these formulas, you definitely get the idea. The very first sign convention, the direction of V, that is V बोले तो sound जिस direction में होगा वो हमेशा positive होगा, it will be always positive. So the direction of V is always taken from source to observer. तो source अगर यहाँ है, ऑब्जर्वर यहाँ है, तो हमारा साउंड इस तरफ जाएगा डेफिनेटली. तो ऑब्जर्व सोर्स का वेलोसिटी हमेशा हम क्या लेंगे? प्लस लेंगे. दैट इज़ नॉट सोर्स, दैट इज़ साउंड वेलोसिटी. ऑल द वेलोसिटी इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ V मीन्स साउंड, taken as positive, whereas all the velocity in the opposite direction of sound is taken as negative. So these are the three conventions. What is the three conventions guys? The direction of V is always taken from source to observer. Source किधर है उसको locate कर लीजिए, observer किधर है उसको locate कर लीजिए, और V का हमेशा direction कहाँ से कहाँ होगा? Source to observer होगा. And once you decided this, then you can easily find the direction of that is sign of observer velocity and the sign of source velocity. Okay, now we'll see some cases, that is very important cases, very very important cases. The number one case we are going to discuss here, that is common cases in Doppler effect. Number one case is source is moving but observer at rest. मतलब हमारा हर 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 पर्टिकुलर केस में हम ट्रेन का और अपने आप को स्टेशन पे खड़े हैं इस प्रकार से एग्जांपल से लेते हैं. लेट अस से दैट ट्रेन एंड वी आर वन ऑब्जर्वर. Let us say the train is here. Train, that what is the case I have taken? Source is moving but observer at rest. मतलब ट्रेन मूव कर रहा है लेकिन हम खड़े हैं. अब हम खड़े हैं, when we are standing there are two possibility. Either we are the source is coming near to us and the source is moving away from us. So source is moving towards the observer, मतलब सोर्स ऑब्जर्वर के पास जा रहा है. तो डेफिनेटली है ट्रेन हमारे पास आ रहा है, तो हमें जैसे जैसे नज़दीक आएगा विशल हमें ज़्यादा सुनाई देगा. So this is source S, sound is in this direction, source to observer, so this is V, positive sound. This is source, as source is coming towards observer, so it is in the direction of V, guys, so that's why it will be taken as positive. And VO is 0 because it is rest. So what is the general formula? Just now we had seen the general formula is V plus VM divided, VM तो 0 है क्योंकि मीडियम का वेलोसिटी हम 0 ले रहे हैं, माइनस VO divided by VS. Now taking sign convention in consideration, we have to put here sign convention. Now let us have a look here. What is the formula we have designed here? N prime is equal to N into V plus Vm, okay, minus VO divided by V plus Vm minus Vs, okay. Right, this is the general formula just now we had seen. So apparent frequency is N. V, Vm तो 0 है, VO ऑब्जर्वर रेस्ट पे है तो 0 हो गया, अपॉन माई V दैट इज साउंड, Vm 0 है, माइनस Vs. माइनस क्यों? क्योंकि सोर्स और साउंड दोनों एक डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, इसलिए प्लस ही होगा. तो माइनस प्लस क्या हो गया? माइनस. सो N इंटू V बाई V माइनस Vs. ओके, दिस इज एपरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी. नाउ वी नो दैट frequency n prime is equal to c into lambda, okay, c lambda. So lambda prime will be equal to n prime by c. c बोले तो स्पीड ऑफ साउंड स्पीड, ओके, मतलब यहाँ पे हम v लेंगे, तो जब हम पुट करेंगे देन वी विल गेट एपरेंट वेवलेंथ इज इक्वल टू लैम्बडा, इनवर्स रिलेशन. सो क्या हो गया? v माइनस Vs डिवाइडेड बाय v, that is lambda. We have to divide this, n is there and lambda is there, so we have to divide here and we will get the equation as this only, okay. So the first equation is n equal to v lambda, second equation is n prime equal to v into lambda prime. When we divide these two we will be getting this equation, okay, right. Now the second situation is source is moving away from the observer. Away from the observer means अभी हमने देखा कि source इसके पास आ रहा था, अब इससे दूर जा रहा है. So source is going away, observer is at his position only, so V0 equal to 0 and this observer, sound is going in this direction. Now again put sign convention, use this general equation. What is general? N prime equal to N into V minus 0 divided by V minus of minus Vs, because it is going away from the direction of speed, direction of sound. तो ये नेगेटिव हो गया, तो पुट करें तो क्या मिल गया? n इंटू वी बाई वी प्लस वी एस. सो एपरेंट वेवलेंथ अगेन इट इज़ इन्वर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल, सो v प्लस वी एस डिवाइडेड बाय v. दिस इज सेकेंड केस. सो इन दोनों केसेस में कौन रेस्ट पे था? ऑब्जर्वर रेस्ट पे था, सोर्स मूविंग था. अब दूसरा केस देखिए, सोर्स इज़ मूविंग टुवर्ड सोर्स, ऑब्जर्वर इज़ मूविंग टुवर्ड सोर्स. मतलब पहले केस में हमने किसको रेस्ट पे रखा था? ऑब्जर्वर को. नाउ वी आर कीपिंग सोर्स एट रेस्ट एंड ऑब्जर्वर मूविंग. नाउ ऑब्जर्वर इज़ मूविंग, तो आप जैसे खड़ी ट्रेन है, विशल मार रहा है, ट्रेन प्लेटफॉर्म से जाने वाली तो विशल दे रहा है, आप ट्रेन को पकड़ना चाहते हैं तो आप ट्रेन के पास आ रहे हैं तो फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ जाएगा. तो देखिए, दिस इज़ सोर्स, दिस इज़ ऑब्जर्वर, वेलोसिटी ऑफ साउंड इज़ लाइक दिस ओनली. सोर्स इज स्टेशनरी, सो वी एस इक्वल टू 0, ऑब्जर्वर इज मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द सोर्स. सो ये साउंड ऐसा है, ये ऐसा जा रहा है अपोजिट, तो ये माइनस हो जाएगा. फिर से द सेम टेक फार्मूला एंड पुट द फार्मूला n इंटू वी, n मीन्स नॉर्मल फ्रीक्वेंसी, v minus of minus v divided by v minus 0, this will be the formula. Now in this situation we have to understand, in starting only I said you that wavelength of sound will only change when the source is changing its position but not the observer. तो यहाँ who is changing position, so observer is changing, so wavelength of sound will not change, okay. So wavelength will remain same only. So apparent frequency n prime equal to n, and we got this n into v plus v naught divided by v. So apparent wavelength is v plus v naught divided by n prime. Why this velocity I am taking? As we know that n equal to v lambda, so lambda equal to n by v, that is lambda equal to n by v. By putting that formula, we will get this value lambda prime equal to v plus v naught divided by m prime. What is the value of n prime we got? V plus v naught divided by, when we cancel, we got lambda prime equal to lambda. What does it mean? It means that when observer is moving but source is at same position, then the apparent wavelength will not change. मतलब अगर ऑब्जर्वर मूव कर रहा है लेकिन सोर्स अपने जगह पे है, तो उस समय में बेटा आपका साउंड की जो वेवलेंथ होगी, अपरेंट वेवलेंथ, वो चेंज नहीं होगी. दैट विल रिमेन एज लाइक द ओरिजिनल वेवलेंथ ऑफ साउंड. Now in the second case, what is that? Observer moving away from the source. So this is source is going like this, velocity of sound, and observer is going in the same direction as like sound. So this will be plus. Putting the value, we got this. Again, what is observed here? That source is moving or rest. It is at rest, but observer moving. So apparent wavelength will remain same. Now case number third. What is case number third? Case number third is when source and observer both are moving. अब यहाँ पे दोनों मूव कर रहा है, ट्रेन भी जा रहा है, आप भी जा रहे हैं. लेकिन इसमें क्या हो सकता है, दोनों, ट्रेन आपके सामने से आ रहा है और आप भी ट्रेन के सामने जा रहे हैं, ये भी हो सकता है. या फिर ट्रेन आगे जा रहा है, आप उसके पीछे पीछे जा रहे हैं. सो द फर्स्ट सिचुएशन इज व्हेन बोथ आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर. सो दिस इज साउंड, this is source, this is observer. So observer is coming like this, source is coming like this. So Vs is in direction of V, so plus, and Vo is opposite to V, so taken as negative. Put the value, we got this value. Again, apparent wavelength will be lambda into V minus Vs divided by V. Here the velocity of sound will not change, it will remain same. So this is apparent wavelength. Velocity of wave with respect to observer, V plus of Vo. As we know, general velocity of relative velocity is given by in opposite direction, V plus Vo. So in opposite direction both, so that's why relative velocity of observer, that is wave with respect to wave matlab sound, with respect to observer, V plus Vo. Now second case is when both are moving away from each other. तो source इधर जा रहा है, ये इधर जा रहा है, तो इसका साइन इसके ऑपोजिट है, सो साउंड के ऑपोजिट है, इट इज़ ऑपोजिट, सो नेगेटिव. दिस इज इन सेम डायरेक्शन, सो पॉजिटिव. Put the values, we got this. Again we got apparent wavelength. Here velocity of with respect to observer, V minus Vo, because both are opposite in direction. Now next is last case today for today's video, when source is moving behind observer. Behind मतलब ये source है, इसके पीछे behind observer मतलब इसके, ये observer है बेटा, तो इसके पीछे ये मूव कर रहा है, ठीक है. तो apparent frequency, again this will be positive, Vs will be positive because it is in the direction of V, and this will be, it is also in the direction of V. so प्लस प्लस डाल देंगे, तो यहाँ पे फार्मूला, जनरल फार्मूला जो हमारा था उसमें पुट करोगे तो it will remain same. So we got this formula. Now in this situation, if Vo is less than Vs, then n prime is greater than n. मतलब अगर Vo ऑब्जर्वर की वेलोसिटी, साउंड के वेलोसिटी, सोर्स के वेलोसिटी से ज़्यादा होगी तो अपरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी ज़्यादा होगा. Obviously practically you think you will get this answer by your own also. And similarly, Vo is greater than Vs, then n prime is less than n. Both are equal, then it will be equal to n, and apparent wavelength is lambda into V minus Vo divided by V. So these are the very like common cases of Doppler effect. And if you feel that any concept in this you have not understood, then I request you all that please comment in this down of the video that you not understood this case. I'll explain you in detail more about this in next video. There are 4 more cases, that is crossing, then echo, when echo will be here, that all cases I will explain. It will take one more video to explain all concepts, more concepts, and then I will explain the problem based on this Doppler effect. And I hope that when I will explain you the problem, you definitely will able to understand all these concepts also. So I hope you all understood this concept. Thank you.